Unskippable title. I know, I know, I know. Mandem, gather around. Let's speak about it. And if you're a female who's clicked onto this video, I can't really comment on that. But control your dick, control your destiny. It is as simple as it sounds. But let's first speak about the state of the world that we live in to understand why that statement is even true in the first place. 2026, Earth, the current state of it. It's not a new message, but if you look around, lust is everywhere. You go on Instagram, you have OF, you have, all these sites, all these billion-dollar companies, and even in real life. I'm currently here in Colombia, and some of the stories that I hear of these men that go out or go on dating apps and think they're gonna get some pussy from one of these Colombian women and wake up with an empty bank account in the bush. This shit happens. That is the world that we live in. Now, that's not an excuse for it to be okay, right? If that is how the world is, then that doesn't mean that, oh, this is just how it is and whatever. You can either just accept things for how it is and just be a victim of it, or you can choose to see it as a challenge. You can choose to see the state of the world and rise above it. And here's why you should. Because given that this is all around us, right? Literally everywhere you look, everything is super sexualized and just, it's crazy. Like being a hoe these days it is like glorified and like just, it's insanity. Like, Lord Jesus Christ, I say to some of these people, for God's sake, Allah, I'm calling upon all the gods like to just come along like the Power Rangers and like just save this world. But here's why you should, and you need to, if you actually want to make something of this life. It is literally wired into you, your engineering as a human being, as a man, to crave pussy, lust. It is wired into you. That doesn't mean you should actually give in to the impulse. Because the thing you need to realize is that in order for you to achieve something, whatever that may be, and if you don't have anything to achieve in life, then that's another discussion. But whatever you want to achieve in life, you need to understand that it requires you to become a certain type of person. It is not about the goal, it is not about the thing. It is you about being a type of person who is easily able to achieve that. We don't achieve goals, we achieve characters. And how you become the type of person is simply deserving it. You achieve what you want when you deserve it, right? So the point I'm trying to make here is that defeating lust and being able to control it, it is genuinely gonna be one of the hardest things to do. So if you can do that, if you can control your dick, you can control anything. You can control your destiny. Think of it this way: you have this little fire inside you, this cute little flame that's burning, right? Maybe you want to do something. Maybe you want to make something of this life. Maybe you want to achieve something. Whatever that may be, it's a little flame. And all these other things in your life, lust or distractions or whatever the fuck else you do, these things are like wood, like burning material. The more of these things you sacrifice, the more that you put into the flame, the bigger the flame gets, the faster you move towards where you need to be. I am literally in my 20s, right? I have a brown skin, I have tattoos, I have a decent physique, I have an English accent, I'm always traveling. I don't give a fuck if this comes across as cocky, but I have had many experiences in my life with beautiful, beautiful, beautiful women. And I can continue to do so. But no. Even though I could, I choose not to. I choose to save my energy and not indulge in that because I have a purpose in life. Don't want to look back in my 20s when I'm in my 50s, 60s and be like, what did I actually do in my 20s? Just chase pussy. Yeah, what a fucking life. At least that's not how I want to live. And this is not to say that you should just like be a fucking monk and like go on top of that mountain over there and then just give this up completely. But you need to be willing to give this up for some period of your life. Months, even years. To go in a different direction. To prove to yourself that you do have control over this. Not you telling yourself, but you actually proving it. Because genuinely, if you can overcome this one thing in this current state of the world that we live in, there is nothing that you cannot do. That's it, really. Control your dick, control your destiny. Hasta luego.